is Mary from Mary Plethora, or Saturday Studying, wherever you came here from. And this is my Q&A that I said I'd do. And I've never actually done anything like this, so it feels a bit weird, but we'll just go with it. And I got quite a few questions, and I'm really happy about that. You guys sent me questions and gave me something to answer, so I'll just get on with it so that this video doesn't get horribly long. So yeah. Also, sorry if I butcher any names, because I'm really not that good at like deducing how you want to say or tell them the usernames. So yeah. Okay, so the first question comes from To Feel Is Better Than Nothing, and it is: does They Say I'm Up and Coming have anything to do with an elevator? And They Say I'm Up and Coming is the title of Saturday Studying. For those of you who didn't know that. And yes, it actually does. It's from the lyrics of an Ed Sheeran song. I don't remember which one. But yeah, so if you want to find out, you can Google it, I suppose. But yes, it does have something to do with an elevator, and if you read the song lyrics, you see that. So yeah. Next question is from Gildo, and it's where did you get your watch? And this is my watch that I showed in a recent photo on my Tumblr, and I actually did a bit of research because I got quite a few questions about it, and it's from Inex, I think that's how you say it. And when I had a look at their website, you could only choose Denmark or Norway as your country, so I don't know if that means that it's only sold in those two countries or whatever, so you might have a bit of problems finding it if you don't live there, but I'll leave the brand down below and you can do some research for yourself. I got quite a few anonymous questions, and I'll do those now. So the first one is: what time does it get dark where you live? And I think I've been complaining quite a lot about the dark recently, because like I don't much like it because it gets dark so early, and then I feel like it's evening and I should be going to bed, and I really just don't want to stay up and like do schoolwork when it's like dark. And actually now I checked the newspaper today, and it said that the sun should be going up at 9:30 and going down at 4. And 4, that is so early, and it's not even at the latest point of the year yet, so I'm dreading dreading that. But yeah, it gets dark at 4 here apparently now. And sorry for touching my hair all the time, just like it constantly falls into my eyes. So yeah. Second anonymous question is: what languages can you speak, and which languages would you like to study? I can speak fluently Norwegian and English, so hallo. Dette er min videoblogg, jeg tror det heter på norsk. So yeah, that's Norwegian for you. Super exciting, I know. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, I'm Norwegian. I'm not a native English speaker. So yeah, I speak fluent English now though, because I go to an English school. I go to the IB, so all of my education is in English. And yeah, in addition to Norwegian and English, I also speak French, although not at all fluently. I barely remember anything, actually. I did French for 4 years, so I can say things like Je m'appelle Marianne et je parle français comme une vache espagnole, but I don't really know how to construct sentences and stuff, so yeah. As for which ones I would like to study, I don't really like to study languages. I really like to know languages, but I don't like to study them, so I would rather not. Next question is, what countries have you visited? And I visited Sweden and Denmark, as is practically like mandatory when you're Norwegian. And I've also visited Greece and France and Spain on like family holidays and stuff. So yeah, mostly around the Mediterranean Sea and Scandinavia. That's where I've been. And also I've been to England and to Wales, because I have family in Wales. So yeah. Which area of Norway do you come from? I come from the southern part of Norway, down at the very south actually. So yeah, we have quite a bit more dark in summer and stuff than further north, but it's still, even the south of Norway is quite far north, so yeah. And then, how to fully prepare for the next semester. I don't know, it depends. If you have like continuous classes, so that you have like the same classes throughout the school year, then I mean I would just like go over what you done before the holidays, and then revise that so you haven't forgotten it when you actually start your new year. But if you have new classes, then I would recommend reading up a bit, just so you know some basic concepts and at least know what you're going to learn that year, so that you know what you should prepare for that year. And the next question is actually one of my favourite questions. It's from Mac Peverell. And it's, situation, you just finished your semester and have enjoyed your vacation time for 5 days. You now feel that you must begin preparing in advance for the next semester. What are the first 5 things to do in order? And we actually, in Norway, we only have 2 semesters. We have the autumn semester or fall semester from August to December, and then we have the spring semester from January to June. And our Christmas holiday is actually only a week, so 5 days is practically the entire holiday, but I would spend the 2 last weeks figuring out if I have some work that needs to be done over the holidays, like something due as soon as I get back and stuff, and do that. And then I would revise what we did before the holidays so that I haven't forgotten it. Then I would maybe read ahead for a bit and try to at least don't be behind when we get started. And then 4th thing, maybe get an overview of what the semester will bring, and like when things are due and when we have exams and stuff. And then for the last one, I just like relax some more, just to like make sure that I'm well rested for the semester, I suppose. So yeah, I think those are the 5 things that I would do. What a Cumbersome Substitute asks, what is your favourite hot drink? And before this video, I actually made my favourite hot drink. And I have it in this lovely cup. And it is... Oh, what is it? I think it's Twinings tea. And it is actually so lovely. It's like amazing. It's apple, cinnamon and raisin, I think, so it's really spicy and lovely and just a great fall drink. I'm just gonna have some more. Like, that is actually so good. So yeah, that is my favourite hot drink, and it's so good. I love it so much. Hot chocolate is a close second, of course, as always, but yeah. What a Cumbersome Substitute also asks, have you always been an ambitious and motivated student, or was there a certain moment that changed your attitude towards school? No, I've always been a motivated and ambitious student. even from like first grade, I was determined to be the best at writing the letters. So I'm still like that, and I'm still really motivated and ambitious, and I want to do well. But what made me even more so was joining the Study Blur community and getting motivation from other people as well as just the people around me. And she also asked if I have any certain rituals to perform before studying, and just gonna say, girl, your knitting is great. I would love to get back into that, because I did a lot of knitting earlier, but I haven't had time lately. But I would love to do what you're doing with the scarf and everything. So yeah, mostly before studying I make tea, and then I post the Study Blur picture on Tumblr, and that's mostly what I do. I don't really have a specific ritual, so yeah. Oxygen and Glitter asks, I take really hard foreign language subject and I never do any work for it because I'm too scared of approaching it. It's so confusing. I can't do it. I feel you so much. French wasn't really hard, but it was like I just didn't know how to like start. Like where do you even start? So what I do, children's books are great because they're so simple, and they're like, if it's a modern language, if it's like Latin, then you might have a problem finding children's books, but you know, if it's a modern language, go for it. Also, I just think like starting with like pronunciation rules, because then you kind of know how to pronounce things. I don't know what that was, but do that. And yeah, I'm really not the right person to ask about tips for studying languages, because it was my worst subject. So yeah, children's books and grammar rules are really my top tips. So yeah. Winchester and Castiel says that they'd like to know how I manage my time for studying, for example, the use of the bullet journal, and also that they love my blog, and thank you so much. I try to motivate and be helpful and things. So yeah, that's also a thing. If you like want to ask me questions and I'm not doing a Q&A, feel free, because I love to answer your questions and be of help and to motivate and do whatever I can to like be helpful. So yeah, as for time management, I'm not really that good at time management. I'm just quick, I think that's like what has helped me survive so far, because I'm pretty quick, so I don't really need to manage my time that well. But as mentioned, a bullet journal, that helps, and I have a post on that and I'll link it down below after the video, so that you can go read it if you are interested in that. And apart from that, I try to set up like what are my main 3 things that I need to do this week, like finish this report, make this presentation, clean my room, like something like that, and then I make my daily to-do lists according to those 3 goals, and that's really all I do. And then I write up due dates so that I know when things are due, and yeah, that's it. That's what I do to try to manage my time. I don't make a schedule, like a study schedule, because I'm at school from 8 to 4:30, and then I never 3:30, and then I never really know how much time I'll have when I get home, so I don't know how much I'll get done. So I don't really like to make a schedule too far in advance. So yeah, if you have any more like time management tips or whatever, or tips or questions, send me a message and I'll try to help / distribute, and then we can all try to get better at things, because that's what Tumblr is about. Yes, time management. Okay, so Sakura1618 asks, do you have a task limit on your to-do list? No, I do not, because I need to write up every single little thing, because I get so motivated from crossing them off. yes. So I need to write up stuff like showering and like start this, work on this, read this. So yeah, no, I don't. And I like to, when I'm really productive, I like to be able to exploit that and do all the things, so that I don't have to do as much other times when I'm not feeling as productive or as motivated. She also asks, can you give any productivity tips? Use a timer to get started after your breaks, and like don't end up watching Netflix for 4 hours. That's not a good idea. Don't recommend. 0 out of 10. Use a planner so that you know what is coming up, so that you can do things in advance, and then you can pace yourself better throughout the semester and don't have to have a really slow time where you don't do anything and then you need to work 16 hours a day to get stuff done like the rest of the year. And also just like find out when you're the most effective so you can get the most out of your studying. I work really well at night, especially writing essays. I write killer essays at like 2 a.m. And I've just learned to live with that and like to exploit my days off so that I can stay up that late and do things. And then of course I need to correct them when I'm like a bit less tired. But yeah, so I would recommend that greatly. And yeah, and the final question, actually we're there already, is can you tell us how you spend a Friday evening if you have time to do what you like? And I like that it's like actually pointed out if you have time to do what you like. I'm actually pretty good at taking time off during the weekends and stuff, and especially during like the evenings, because I quite often either watch some shows, because two of my TV shows air during the middle of the night for me, Night till Friday, How to Get Away with Murder and Grey's Anatomy, so I usually watch those on Friday evening. Or I hang out with some of my friends, watch like those talent competitions and stuff on TV, and yeah, that's mostly what I do. Sometimes I spend time with my family, but everyone has their own social life and stuff, so people are pretty busy. And yeah, sometimes I stay on Tumblr a lot. Sometimes I do that and that's all I do, but yeah, I try to get out a bit and maybe go out, even like go to town or whatever, and yeah, try to have a good time when I actually take time off from studying, so that I spend that time being social and not just like being on Tumblr or whatever. So yeah, that's what I do. And yeah, that was all the questions that you guys sent in, and thank you so much for sending them in. And yeah, and also I hit 4,000 followers yesterday, and that's just like, what even? I'd never expected that when I started my study blur. I wasn't even like committed to it or anything. I was just like, oh, that seems like fun. But it's been such a great ride until now, and I'm just like, I'm so happy that I did it, and you guys are all so helpful and supportive, and I love getting your messages and helping you out, answering questions, getting tips, seeing you enjoy my posts. It makes me so happy. So if you ever have a question or just want to talk, just send me a message. I'd be more than happy to get to know some of you. So yeah, and check out all the links I'm putting down below afterwards for posts relevant to some of these questions if you're wondering. And yeah, just send me a message if you want, and I'll talk to all of you soon. Bye!